Use the substitution u equals 1 plus sine x and integration to show that the integral of sine x cos x times 1 plus sine x to the power 5 dx is equal to 1 over 42, 1 plus sine x to the power 6 multiplied by 6 sine x minus 1 plus the constant. So we're going to start off taking our substitution and differentiating it so that we can replace the dx there. So let's start off with that. So u equals 1 plus sine x du by dx, differentiating that. The 1 will differentiate to be 0, the sine differentiates to be cos. Now let's make dx the subject, so I'll move this up here and I'll move this down here. So I find that dx is equal to du over cos x. So let me now substitute this in instead of the dx. Oops. Right, so we would have, let me just copy this first bit down and we will move to the the u world in a moment. So let's just replace that dx first. So we've got a du over cos x. Then I notice that the cos x here cancels with the cos x here, so that's helpful. I do still need, though, to convert the sine x into the u, whatever that's going to be in the u world, and the 1 plus sine x to see what that's going to be in the u world. Well, the 1 plus sine x, I know that that is just, from my substitution, I know that's just equal to u. So that's nice and easy. 1 plus sine x in the u world is u. Therefore, the sine x that I have at the front here, if I rearrange my substitution, I could say that u minus 1, just taking the 1 away from both sides. U minus 1 is sine x. So that's going to leave me with the integral of u minus 1 multiplied by the u to the power 5 du. This is my integral in the u world. Expanding those brackets, the u times u to the power 5 is u to the power 6 minus the u to the power 5. We can now integrate each of those. The u to the power 6 will integrate to be 1 over 7 u to the power 7. The u to the power 5 will integrate to be 1/6 u to the power 6. And we'll have a plus c. Right, that's my answer in the u world. I now need to get this back in the x world. Before I do any substitution, before I substitute back into the u world, the x world, I am going to do a bit of simplification on this expression here, just hopefully make my life a little bit easier. For example, I can factorise a u outside here. In fact, I can factorise a u to the power 6 outside. So let's do that to begin with. So if I factorising u to the power 6 outside, I just get left with 1/7 u minus 1/6. And the other bit of simplification I'm going to do here is I'm going to get a common denominator so this fraction is not quite as messy. So getting a common denominator, times in the first fraction by 6 will get 6u over 42. Times in the second fraction by 7 will give me 7 over 42. I can then factorise the 1 over 42 outside. So I've got the 1 over 42 times u to the power 6, and on the inside here I've got 6u minus 7. I think that's probably as simple as I can get my answer in the u world. So let's now go back to the x world. Remember that u is equal to 1 plus sine x. So let's replace the u here with 1 plus sine x and the u here with 1 plus sine x. So we'll get 1 over 42 times 1 plus sine x to the power 6 multiplied by 6 times 1 plus sine x minus 7 plus c. Now just simplifying those square brackets, we've got the 6 times 1 is 6, the 6 times sine x is 6 sine x minus the 7, and we can collect those like terms together. The 6 minus 7 is minus 1, so 6 sine x minus 1, and this was what we needed to show.